Right, the Ashes is one of the sport's biggest rivalries. How are you feeling about hosting England here this summer?
Really excited to host England. It feels a year early, seeing as we just played the Ashes over in England last year. But I'm excited to see they've split the Ashes and sort of the Women's Ashes being the end of the Australian summer here. It's going to be a really exciting summer to be a part of. So looking forward to hosting the old enemy here, and in particular here at the MCG.
And what does the rivalry mean to you, the rivalry with England?
I guess it's just something that we grew up with. You sort of inherit it as soon as you get given a baggy green. It's almost like out you go against the Poms and take it on. So it's obviously a big rivalry. We've had a lot of close contests with them over the years, especially in the Ashes, but also in World Cups as well. So it's a great opportunity for us to play some good hard cricket against a really good opposition.
Last time the Australian women's team played at the MCG was the World Cup final in front of 86,000 fans. Mm-hmm. What are your recollections of that game, and what are your hopes for the test?
I was just reminiscing about walking out. Last time I walked out on the MCG properly was for that T20 World Cup final in 2020, and the world shut down the very next day due to COVID. So it's still one of my favourite memories in cricket, but also one of the best days of my life. I think it was just an amazing experience to be a part of. So to have the opportunity to play a test match here and replicate it somewhat. I even just walk past the painting of us in the hallway just there and seeing the enjoyment on our faces. If we could replicate that somehow in a day-night test match here, the same experience, it's going to be pretty cool to be a part of.
It's the first ever day-night test at the MCG. What does it mean to the team to be making history like this?
Yeah, it's a really exciting opportunity. Obviously, the day-night test we played against India a few years ago was really enjoyable to be a part of, and obviously the opportunity to play the first day-night test match here at the MCG is another sort of moment in history that this team's really proud to be a part of. So I think it's going to be an amazing spectacle. The girls are really looking forward to it. Obviously, we don't get to play too many test matches, but the opportunity to do one so historic, the girls are really chomping at the bit to hurry up and get to the 30th of Jan.
And as the captain, one of the more experienced players in the team, how do you help the younger players prepare for such a big series?
To be honest, I don't think we help them prepare that much. They're an unbelievable young group of players coming through that are hungry to be better every single day and just want more and more opportunities to play for Australia. So it's more about calming them down and saying, wait your turn a little bit at times. But no, it's really easy at the moment to be a part of this group. Everyone's sort of heading in the same trajectory and really looking forward to some really cool moments over the next 6 to 8 months, and obviously the Ashes is a big part of that. But I think a lot of them were a little bit jealous that they weren't here in 2020, so the opportunity for them to run out in their whites and their baggy greens is something that everyone wants to be a part of.
The Australian team are looking so strong. Who should fans be watching out for this summer?
Actually, that's a very good question as to who to look out for. I'm going to say the whole team. I think everyone's very well placed at the moment to have a really big summer. Obviously, some are preparing in the UK, some are here at home enjoying some downtime. So I think everyone's going to be in a really great place to come out and play some good hard cricket. I think I will say look out for the next gen. I think they're really exciting and they're getting more and more opportunities in key roles within this Australian side. So it's going to be a really exciting summer for them. But hopefully a few of the old heads in the squad have a big summer as well.
You captained a tough Ashes series in the UK last year. Mm-hmm. What does it mean to you to be captaining a home Ashes series with games at Adelaide Oval, the SCG and the MCG?
It's really exciting. We had a really amazing experience over in the UK last year in the Ashes there. It was a really great vibe over there at the time. The boys were playing at the same time and we got to play in some amazing venues, and to be able to reciprocate that and host the English team on some of our most iconic venues is a really cool opportunity. So I'm really honoured to be leading the side at the moment, and I'm really excited for the opportunity to play a home Ashes here in front of friends and family and go out there and flip the coin. I mean, that's all I really have to do and then decide on the field, but it's an amazing experience and hopefully we can have some success.
The Olympics are on.
Yep.
What have you been watching, and are you aiming to be part of the 2028 LA Olympic team?
Oh, look, to stand here and say that I'll be a part of that 2028 Olympic team is probably a bridge too far, knowing my current age. But I've thoroughly got into the Olympics the last few nights in particular. The skateboarding for mine has been unbelievable to watch. Some of those girls from right around the world are very highly skilled, but for me, I always, wanted to play hockey at some point for Australia. So to get the opportunity to watch the Hockeyroos and the Kookaburras do their thing over at the Olympics is pretty special, and to cheer on some mates has been pretty cool. So I've got right behind the Australian team, and no doubt we'll bring home a heap of more gold medals.
Well, that was my next question. Given cricket's not a part of this Olympics, if you were competing in the sport this year, what would it be?
I'd love to say that I would be in the skateboarding, but I'm too scared to drop down any of that into any of those pipes. So I'm just going to say, if I was going to be a part of a sport, breakdancing.
Can you show us a move?
No.
Just a couple more.
No, we've got to save it for the Olympics.
2028, you might be at the Olympics.
That's it. Yep.
What are your best memories of the MCG, either as a player or as a spectator?
Actually, one of my favourite memories here is actually a spectator. I remember watching Australia play England in a T20 doubleheader a very long time ago. I wasn't in the Australian team yet. It was one of Elise Perry's first sort of games within the Australian team in that moment. So I think there's a heap of vision of her hitting Isha Guha down the ground for 6, so replay that if you can. But I was actually here watching the game, and I think by the end of that fixture there were 30,000 people here watching the girls play, and I just remember looking around thinking this would be really cool to be a part of one day, to have this opportunity. So to do it in 2020 was cool, but I think to do it in a test match, a day-night one in particular, to have 35,000 people here, it would be a really cool atmosphere.
Awesome.